Hi, good day, doctor. My name is Tang Kang Jun, and my matrix number is 281207. So now I will going to present the project, which is the pizza order system. I will present with my teammate, which is Bushra. So firstly, I will going to explain the customer data class. So the customer data class have four of the data field, which is name, ID, address, and email. So four of them are also string. So for the customer class, it's just like this: the data field, the constructor, and also the getter method. Now we are going to explain the pizza class. The pizza class has four of the data field, which is customer name, customer ID, topping, size, and price. This is going to describe or abstract the pizza because we are using the object-oriented programming, so we're going to extract the pizza, which is from the topping, size, and also the price. So this is the data field, and furthermore, which is the constructor for pizza. Okay, same as the customer data. Now I will going to explain the set price, which is char size. So for this set price, why we make it as a method is because the price already fixed by the question or the rules. The question asks us to make the what size should be what price. All right, so we already make it, which is size S. The price is 50.90. The size M is 26.90, and the size L is 33.90. So if we want to use the method, we just call it, so it's much easy to use it. Next is the getter method. We have 5 getter method, which is get customer name, get customer ID, get price, get topping, and get size. This is all of the element for the pizza class. Furthermore, now I will go to explain the pizza order system GUI. So this is the GUI interface loop. So now I will going to run it. We're going to see the color of the GUI. So we already make the GUI which is more colorful and more interesting. So this is our GUI. So the background is blue, and the button we have set the red many color. So now we go into the pizza order system. So the first thing to do with the system is we need to make the registration. So for the first customer come in, they don't have their registration, we cannot make anything. Okay, if the registration, we don't registration, we order pizza, they were going to show the error. So the first thing is we make the registration. So for the registration, we're going to make it, example is Abu. Okay, the name is Abu. So the ID must have 6 number. So which is we make it 121212. Okay, so the address we set it Perak, example. Okay, Perak, and the email is Abu 123 and gmail.com. Okay, so we're going to make the register. Okay, so the system will show successfully register. Okay, so after the successfully register, we're going to check with the file. Okay, because we are using the inbound and outbound strategy. So we click the file. Okay, so we're going to click the customer data. Okay, so the Abu is going to come up. Abu 121212 and Perak and abu123gmail.com, which is in the customer data. In addition to it, I'm going to explain the customer registration abstraction. So for example, we click name is Asha, ID we click 1234. Okay, so address is Perak. Alright, the email is asha123@gmail.com. Okay, so we're going to click the register. So the system will going to pop out one error message, which is ID cannot contain alphabet or should be 6 number. So the ID should have 6 number. For example, we click 6 number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the system will going to set successfully register. This is a very user-friendly system to let the user know they have clicked the wrong number. Right? So after that, we already successfully register. Okay, so now we're going to use the information, which is Abu and 121212. Okay, so we are going to choose the topping, which is let's say tuna, and the size we're going to choose M. Okay, after that we can click the order pizza. Okay, after you click the order pizza, the system will show your pizza have been added to the cart. Okay, then we click OK, and the total number of the pizza in the cart is 1. Okay, which is the tuna we just choose now, and order has been successful. Has been received. Then we click OK. So this is for the order buttons, order pizza system. Then after that, we're going to use the search customer searching. We click the customer searching, and here the customer searching we have 2 buttons, which is search and close. So we're going to search, and for the customer searching, we're going to key in the Abu ID. If we're going to click other number, which is let's say it's click 7677, and the system will show customer with ID 77677 have not found. Right, so we click OK, and if we're going to click anything number, if like we click 6 number also, if the system detect there are not this ID, the system will also show is not found. Right. Okay, so now we are going to search for the Abu ID. So the Abu ID just now we key is 121212. So we click 121212 and we click OK. So the item that choose by Abu will come out. Okay, customer ID is 121212 and customer name is Abu. Topic is tuna and the size is M, and the order date is 2024/2/12, which is today. So in addition to it, the customer searching we are using which is the found method to get the we get the information from the file. Okay, so where the system take the information is from the file. So I'm going to show the customer order. Let me show the customer order, which is Abu. You see, we can know that Abu with the customer ID 121212 that he ordered a tuna and size M, and what date will show in with the customer data. This not bad. So the system also get the information from here. Right. So now I'm going to continue explain the checkout button. So we're going to click the checkout button now. Okay, so the checkout button now will show what is the price we order the pizza. Okay, we order the size M pizza, which is tuna. So the total price 26.90. The system already show us. So if the customer check, okay, 26.90 is the correct number. So he can click the payment. After he click the payment, okay, the buyer will going to key in how much he going to pay. Okay, for example, if the customer going to key in 100, okay, if he pay 100, okay, so you click OK. And after that, the system will going to show the charge amount going to pay back is 73.1. So the system is very user friendly for the user. For the buyer, they also can see how much they can get back. So the total charge amount is 73.1, and click OK. The system will show thank you and please come again. In addition to it, I will going to show the exception for the system. So if the payment we click, okay, if we click the wrong number, which is 0, okay, which is a wrong number, we click OK. So the system will show the payment unsuccessfully, insufficient money, to notice the user that the money he click is wrong. Okay, so if the customer already know, they'll click OK. And this is all about the checkout system. So that's all. So this is the overall function for our pizza ordering system. So now we're going to explain the coding. Moreover, now we're going to explain the pizza order system GUI. So the first thing is the array list. So the array list, there are 5 array lists. The cart array list, list customer data, list customer order topping, and customer order size. Okay, the overall have 5 lists here. So furthermore, we're going to have the data field, which is integer repeat, total price, login successful data, and data found. So this all we're going to use at the below. Okay. Here also the decimal point. This is for set the format for the price to set doesn't have so many number in behind. So here also the setting. Okay, here also setting, same thing. Okay, the next thing is the pizza order system GUI. Okay, so this is a very useful thing I said. Okay, is because the system are going to run one by one. So they are going to run this first, which is the constructor, because it's same name. So the first thing is I will going to explain the custom init. So the custom init is the color or the format to set the GUI to make it beautiful. As just now we see the color and the font size they are going to use. The button is not same color and so on. Everything is make in the custom init. Okay, so the custom init we already in the pizza order system. So the system run, they are going to shoot. Okay, the custom init we're going to run. So the system are going to very beautiful. So this is the function with the init component, custom init, load data, set date. All these things we're going to run first. Okay, to make the system run force the system to run this thing first. This is the use for the pizza order system. Okay, the next we're going to explain is the custom init. As just now I explained, the custom init is going to set the GUI to make it more beautiful, or we say more interesting. Okay, and I'm going to explain all of the coding. We already make the comment. So doctor can going to see the comment is more easily to understand our logic. Okay, so continue to explain. So this is set background to make the background more beautiful. As same, all of this is going to make the button, the color, the font size, always making here red color. Okay, that's all for the custom init. All right, so the next thing is the load data method. So the load data method is going to, which is the reader from the customer data notepad. Okay, so the system will going to take the information from the customer data, okay, and the customer order to use in the GUI. Okay, now I will explain what is the line br dot read line if not no. Okay, what is the thing? Okay, so for this line of the code is if the GUI read that, okay, if the line they going to read the line, if the line is not no, that means that there are something there. Okay, if there are something there, the list customer data we're going to add one more line in the below. Okay, this is the use of this well, and below is the also like this is for the order dot read line. Okay, the order dot read line is also same. If the line is not new, okay, so the customer, okay, the not same is this is the list customer data, this is list customer order. Okay, so this list customer order, if they check there is something there, okay, they also want to going to add one line at below. Okay, this is the use. Okay, and after that the use we're going to close. Okay, the BR we're going to close the function. Okay, furthermore is the this is the SOP, which is data loaded successfully if the line have already add. Okay, so the next is the exception. Okay, what is the exception? Okay, the exception we're going to show if for the button register, we're going to show found not found error. Okay, which is the if they're going to find there, if the system cannot find the information, the system will show found not found. And furthermore, the IO exception is going to catch any exception when the system going to get the input and output for the GUI, and this also used for the login framework. The next is the set date. So for the set date method is already run very in front, like in the custom init. Okay, you see the set date. So what is the use for the set date? The set date is like this. The set date is going to show when the system show the date, okay, which is the current time. Okay, the current date. The current date. What is the date now? The system is going to show the date now. This is the function for the set date, and the set date method is already fixed, which is the year first and month first and going to the date. So this is the use for the set date method. Okay, now I'm going to explain the payment action perform, which is used in the checkout button. So the payment action perform is like this. So the first, the system will, the action perform we're going to show, please input the amount, okay, which is the money that need to pay to the system, okay. So it's like this. If the user money, which is the we already defined here, okay, user money. So what is the double dot post is because we get text. The get text we're going to become string. So now we're going to make the string become double. This is going to, we say, cast them. All right. So the furthermore is the if, okay, if the user ID, okay, less than the total price, which the key in the number is lesser than the price they need to pay, okay, the system is going to show payment are successfully insufficient money, which is error. Okay, so the next is else. That means that they give the correct, which is the number bigger than the total price they need to pay. Okay, so the number we're going to put in the charge amount. Okay, the charge amount, which is means that the money can get back to the customer because they pay more than the price they need to pay. Okay, so the system is going to show, okay, charge amount is the amount that charge back is the amount here, right? And next is they're going to show thank you, please come again. Okay, thank you, please come again. And the behind is the information message. Okay, so they are going to use the checkout button to dispose already. Okay. Okay, if there are some of the exception there, okay, if there are some exception there, the system will go to show payment successfully. Please enter the money error. Okay, this is the use for this line. So this is overall for the payment action perform. Right. So next we're going to explain the cancel action perform. So the cancel action perform is doesn't have any how we say complicated thing, which is the checkout page and dispose only, just like this, just close. Okay, so this is a cancel action perform. So the next is the customer registration perform, and the customer registration perform is also not much of the complicated thing, just the visible going to show, going to visible, okay, and the size, that's all, right? And also the next is the exit action perform. They're also not complicated, which is the system.exit, just like this. Okay, so the next is the button search customer action perform. This is more complicated, and I'm going to explain one by one. Okay, for the coding here is the firstly going to use the load data method, which is just now I have explained. So next is the J option pin. We're going to search, going to show the input dialog, which is enter your ID. So the customer are going to key in their ID to search the customer. If doctor have remember the system, which is we're going to, one is the search button and one is the close button. So the search is used for this. Okay, so the first thing is the system we're going to clear all of the information first, because if we don't make this, okay, we don't make this thing, if we click the search button, it's going to show the previous data. Okay, so we're going to clear to make it clear. So if, okay, the system will go to show if the target ID, okay, if it's null or the target ID is empty, okay, means that the number, how we say, the data key in is have problem. Okay, the system will go to show please enter your ID and error. Okay, if the customer doesn't put anything which is null or it's empty, you're going to click OK, straightforward. The system will go to show this. Okay, the next thing is the system will going to make the file become false first. Okay, now I will going to explain the for loop. Okay, so what is the use is going to search the list customer data size. The next is the if. What is the use of this coding is used to find the customer. Okay, if the customer, let's see the code. If the list.customer order is get I is equal to the target customer ID, if same, the system will know this is the customer we need to find. Okay, so the label we're going to set. Okay, we're going to set the let's say the we take a example. The customer ID, we're going to set text the list of customer dot get I, which is the customer ID. So same with this, all of the function is going to set. We can see the the topping, all of this thing is do by this code. Going to do by this code. And the next is the topping text, which is going to set by the customer order topping, and the below also same. The size of text, we're going to use to search, how do you say, to get the customer order size to put in here, because here we're going to make the set text here. Okay, and the next is the we're going to set the font, okay, as the custom edit at above, which is going to set make the GUI more interesting and more beautiful. And lastly, we're going to make the exception, but it's not exception. Okay, means that if not found any the search ID and the target ID is not same, okay, not found, and the system we're going to show customer ID with what number is not found. So this is the function of this method. Okay, the next is the private void button search customer searching action performed, which is when the customer click the button, which is search button. The search customer we're going to set visible, which is true, and the search customer going to set size. This is just to make the just set the button just the size lah. Okay, so this is all the part from me, and start from the button register action performed. We're going to pass to my teammate, which is Bushra. So thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Bushra. Presenting this part for the Java method of registration action. And this button, when the user click for the button of this registration action, a graphical user of interface, the method starts for the extracting text. Text for the from the field of for names, and the GUI process. The GUI have to be write. The customer have to write for the information like the name, ID, address, and email. If the code is empty, it's required for the required field the empty space, and it display error using message for the two option panel in a GUI. Information users have to fill for the registration the information. The second part is if the customer name is empty or contain digit, it shows another error message and indicate have to name cannot be contained blank or digit number. The third part is if the code check the length of the ID, and if it's greater than 6 digit or less than 6. It's greater than 6 or less than 6, it displayed another error, and it should have to be contain the alphabets. It can be the error, and the user have to be write only 6 digits number. And if the registration retain success, it will be display the successful message like registration is here. So if the panel click, user have to be write name, ID, and address and email, and after that click for register. As you can see here, it's a registration panel. So when the user click registration panel, have to write here name, and ID have to be 6 digit. So I can write like 6. And address is so it's panel for the register. So this is the successful register, and the user have to write written the name and the 6 digit of the ID and the address and the email. It will be successful. So the next part is this part method of back action. Even handler is used for the back button. So the code within the method is executed when the back button is clicked. For something that this part also, it's the method visa order visa button, and the customer have to write details like customer ID and the name of the customer and throbbing, and also the size and the current date. Of the customer write, the target will be the date name. It cannot be less than -1, and also the customer should have to equal registration, the target date data ID. They have to be equal, and also it will be if it's added, it will be displaying to you the message of your visa has been added to the code. If it is and again it also displaying the total number, the code, and also the price. And after the message, the visa has been received with success. After you register the everything, the option panel can display for you the customer, the order will be success, and also if the ID is not correct or registration ID missing something, it will display the error message and the account not found, or your account will be saying not found. The checkout method, this method is triggered when the checkout button is clicked, and it calls the method checkout process. The optional code, and it's repeated. This also the method is close button method, and the method is triggered when the close button is clicked. It's possible to search customer window and set main of the GUI, and set group visible and the action its size. So this is the button for the close button is when this part also is the close part. So the button for the close method, and the method is clicked. The method is clicked when the close button is clicked, and it's possible for the search customer window set the main GUI and it's visible its size. This part is a view chart. The method is intended to display the content of the cart at the new JFrame. I name it for the cart page. It's set up new create JFrame special size and set up the default of the model, and the list is disposal cart data. And this part is also the method checkout. The method is intended for the handle to the checkout process. It makes the checkout page visible and set size, and its check page and the cart of the empty. If the cart empty, the display message of the disposal of the cart page. If the cart is not empty, it updated to text from the component named full price and display the total price. Initialize the button payment. Search customer Search customer. The method is intended to handle customer searching and make it to search customer window visible status and intelligent customer search. The main method is entry point and for the application, and it sets loop to field to numbers to loop the field, and it creates an instance of the pizza order GUI to class and make it visible.